when it comes to fashion, simplifying things is what has saved me. Growing up, I was never around someone that I knew had autism. It seemed that they were hidden away. I just love Nigerian fashion, and so it's honestly what I've been intentional about in 2025 and investing in Nigerian and African designers.
Welcome to Common Threads by Inobi, a creative space where fashion-forward individuals engage in relatable discussions. I'm your host, Udeme Anthony, and I am joined today by the beautiful, obviously fashion-forward Onyi. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that you're here.
Me too.
First of all, your name, Onyi.
Yes.
Tell me the whole thing, because you know we be Naija babe.
Yes.
So I want to know.
It's short for Onyinyechi. Onyinyechi is my Igbo name, and so I just abbreviate it for socials.
I love that.
Yeah.
So Igbo girl, of course. I'm Ibibio, so from Akwa Ibom State.
Okay, yes.
Always have to represent. I love the fact that we have such rich culture, and as Nigerian women, as Nigerian people, we're very fashionable.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It doesn't even have to be just Ankara, like it can be anything.
Yes.
For example, this. Please talk to me about this, because you are breathtaking.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is one of my favorite pieces. I got it last time I was in Nigeria from my favorite fashion house for style's sake. There's so many fashion houses in Nigeria, but they don't quit. There's so many pieces every single time. There's something new for me to grab there. And so I just love Nigerian fashion. And so it's honestly what I've been intentional about in 2025 and investing in Nigerian and African designers.
So tell me top 5 favorite African designers.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Outside of Hanifa, which I love, I have an amazing piece from them that I loved wearing during my Christmas shoot. For style's sake is honestly number 1 and number 2. They're fighting. Oh, who can I give for the third? I don't want to alienate. Oh, it's actually Inobi House that I have one of my beautiful organza pieces. There's actually 2. There's a corset that everyone goes crazy for. And then it's organza as a shawl over the rest of the set, because I love a coordinated set. As you can see, I love to match my shoes and my top to my bottom. Matching set just goes crazy because I don't have to think about how to put it together. It's already done for me. So yeah.
I absolutely love that. I feel like being able to hone in on different colors and hone in on like the ideas of others, of course, but also making it your own with the accessories and things like that. I absolutely love it. But later on, if you wouldn't mind writing down these for me, I'm sure for everybody else it's going to be in the caption, but I need you to let me know these designers because that sounds really nice.
Absolutely.
You might have noticed that I seemed kind of distracted. I was looking at your ring.
Thank you. This is like, I'm so excited because it's a new ring. This is the ring my husband gave me during our 10-year anniversary, during our vow renewal, and I'm just in love with it because it's honestly the ring I originally wanted back then, but I was trying to follow everyone else and do, you know, white gold and all of that, but really I wanted something different, and this is that, and I'm just, I'm so happy with it.
It's absolutely beautiful. And congratulations on 10 years, or is it more now?
10 and a half now.
10 and a half.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So talk to me a little bit about how your style changed when, like, between when you first got married, even before you got married, now, and you're a mother too, so like there's probably some transitions within the last, 15 years.
It's crazy that actually how my transition has really helped me find more of who I am. I think when I was, let's say, right before marriage, college age, and I had no clue what was going on, so I was wearing the short shorts and tight tops and crops and aging myself a little bit, but we had the big, thick, matching bright colored belts that we'd wear in the middle of our dresses or our clothes. And then as I kind of matured, I tried to figure out like, okay, I'm a busy woman working in medicine. I'm wearing scrubs, I'm wearing pants, I'm wearing all this kind of stuff. But it wasn't until I really dived into who I was and what I needed for my own mental health and what makes me happy, what brings me peace, what regulates me is honestly wearing dresses, feeling like a girly girl, getting dressed up and pretty. That just brings me a lot of joy, whether or not it's for anybody else. For me, it just makes me the happiest. And so being able to find that out, figure that out, and leaning into it is really, you know, where I am now in life.
I really love that because I'm kind of nestled in between wanting to be dressed up. I love wearing dresses, be them maxi, midi.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got a mini, but I really like doing that. But day to day, most of the time, I'm in sweatpants and a t-shirt. I'm like super comfy because I don't know. And then sometimes you can dress up the sweatpants. Sometimes you can dress up like baggy jeans or cargo pants and stuff. I feel like I'm nestled in between feeling like that every now and again.
I understand. Like for me, since I work from home for the most part, getting dressed is part of what I need to do for my mental health, because otherwise sometimes I may not leave the house other than dropping the kids off. And I may not have the energy most mornings, but that's why I love matching sets, because I'll just grab those two together, throw it on, and I look coordinated, but I made no effort. It literally was just right there. And so simplifying my closet has been really, well, I won't say she's that simple because I have like about 3.5 closets technically in my house because it just kept growing. But now that I'm more of a responsible shopper, I stick to the things that I love and things that bring me joy, and the matching sets that look put together but really is just comfortable, and it's just like workout gear that it's like, hey, I can go straight and work out, or I could lounge in the same set. So yeah.
I feel like I've been hearing you talk a lot about mental health.
Yes.
Very intentional.
Yes.
Very purpose driven. You're a psych PA.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I'm addressing that correctly.
Yeah, perfect.
How did you get started in that environment or in that industry?
So it's crazy. One, I will always say that my ADHD is the reason I went into becoming a PA, because I didn't want to be settled into one type of specialty. I loved medicine and science, but I was like, I can't just do one thing. I have all these interests. And so in another life, I did surgery and urgent care and all those things. But the way I got into psychiatry is after becoming a mom and kind of being overwhelmed in the ER, I was like, I need to get out of here. I need to just find something else that I can, you know, have more time to be the mom that I wanted to be. And I was just applying like crazy. I literally don't remember ever applying for a psych job. But the woman who was in charge of it, the owner of the clinic, she called me and she said, you have to do this. We need women of color like you. People need to see someone like you in mental health. And I was like, sure. You know, I was reluctant, honestly, because I had no interest in mental health. Growing up, you know, it wasn't something that we talked about. Even though I studied it in school, I didn't really take it seriously at all. And so it was God that kind of pushed me into that, because within the same time frame is when we started realizing that there was a journey we were about to start in our family, finding out that, you know, that we have ADHD, that my son had autism, all happened within the same year of, you know, falling into psychiatry. And so I'm grateful, and I know that it was meant to be. And so it wasn't, oh, I thought that I would like psychiatry. It was God pushing me, like, you need to do it.
Yeah. And so you touched on the fact that mental health and, you know, psychology in that sense isn't necessarily spoken about or talked about, you know, in the home, in our culture. Like, I'm just gonna say it. I agree with you. I've had personal experiences. I've had friends. I've lost friends, and it's a really big part of me. Every May, I'm always like making sure that I'm intentional with volunteering. I volunteer with the National Alliance for Mental Illness, NAMI, in Central Texas. And so it's a passion of mine, as well as, you know, a very important topic. So as a Nigerian woman, as a mother, as a daughter, sister, what are you trying to do? What do you do with your family and extended family to really drive home the importance of mental health?
I think the biggest thing for me is making sure that I'm a visible advocate. Anytime, especially in my content, I focused on being open and honest, because although that's what I would see people of different cultures doing online, it just wasn't something that someone that looked like me was doing at the time when I started creating content. Being open about postpartum anxiety or depression or, you know, struggling mentally or you know, what have you. And so first I tried to open up in my content, and then as I continued my journey into mental health and really accepting everything that was going on, I want to be a loud advocate, because I don't want to, when I'm talking about it, I think oftentimes about the neurodiversity with ADHD and autism for my son, but when he, you know, was diagnosed, I knew that the world might be cruel to him, and I don't want to change him for the world, but I want to change the world for him. So I'm just trying to talk about it as much as I can, so that the world can see that it's okay to accept people that are different. It's okay to you know, support someone that's struggling, because oftentimes, let's say, growing up, I was never around someone that I knew had autism. It seemed that they were hidden away. And so I want to make sure that we are able to teach our generation and our children that we are on this planet together, and we're meant to be in community, and these people are a part of our community. And you know, if you struggle, it's not a sign of weakness, it's not something to be ashamed of, it's not something to hide, you know, from the family. It's something to pull, you know, closer to your community and be open about, so that you can get to the other side. Because oftentimes I tell my patients, there will be hills and valleys, but guaranteed there will be another hill after this valley. You will be okay. You just have to get on the other side. So yeah.
I really want to thank you for saying all those things. My little brother has autism, and so it was, my older sister and I were very open and understanding and accepting for the diagnosis, but it was difficult for other people to understand and accept that diagnosis, and act on it and try to be an advocate for him, and support for him. So I think it's really important that we have these conversations, and not be shy about talking about it, and not hesitate about talking about it, you know? Exactly. So when we're all humans and we need to support one another. Feel free to not answer this question, but I really am very interested in your point of view of this. But what do you think Nigerians or Nigeria needs to do? First, focusing on our mother country, everyone else can, you know, hear and, you know, pivot off of like your answer, truly. But what do you think that Nigerians should hear in regards to mental health? Like, because it's so taboo, and because these conversations, it's not even that these conversations don't happen, the conversations are shut down.
So I think I'm going to get too deep if I go into it. Okay.
I respect that.
Honest, because I feel that some of that results from our big pride, which in a way can benefit us, but also the ego is a huge downfall in some ways. How we put, you know, our goal of getting to the top versus community can, you know, if someone perceives me as weak, then how can I get to the top, you know? So I think that may be part of, you know, what may hold us back to be able to openly accept things when we're all trying to claw our way to the top. So that's just my take. So, yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you expressing that.
Yeah.
And I might have to text you on the side and have conversations with you, because truly it's something that's really passionate to me.
Yeah.
So kind of pivoting back into fashion, what are 3 to 4 items that you think everyone should bring with them on vacation?
Oh my goodness. So I always bring a foldable hat, because I absolutely hate when I don't have
a foldable hat.
Yeah, like a foldable either visor or one of those foldable like sun hats.
Okay.
Because I absolutely hate if I don't have when I'm like going on a boat, going on a hike, whatever. Like I need that. And I'm one of those people that I don't really vacation. I take a trip and I like to explore and do a lot. And so it's like, hey, I don't know what I'm going to get into, but I need to be prepared. So that's one thing for sure. I will say sunscreen because I've become a believer and everyone needs sunscreen no matter what. So that's a huge one. But then let's keep it to fashion. Oh my gosh. This one's hard because I was going to say you need shoes, the right shoes, because you want the outfits, pictures to look cute.
Yes.
But then you also need the tennis shoes for when you get active, you know? But then for me, I also have a thing where I don't like touching cold floors, so I also pack my house shoes. So.
I love it. I think we're actually the same in that sense. I like always have like those little, they'll give you like little slippers at hotels.
Yeah, yes. Oh, yes.
I'll ask for two and then like I'll keep one.
That's a good idea.
I'm here for you.
I love that. I'm going to do that next time. So I can, oh my gosh, thank you.
My pleasure, truly. It's my honor, actually.
I love it.
So slippers or the right shoes for your comfort, expectations and things like that.
Yes.
What else? Because I'm kind of looking for 4 and 5 from you. I want to see.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm asking a lot.
See, now this might be really just particular to me, but depending on the pictures that I think I'm trying to get, I always want possibly a flowy dress because that hits in certain like shots. And then if I'm really going far, this is fashion to me is going to be the hair. I might bring an extra wig just in case because I need a different look.
Yes, ma'am.
You know?
Roger that. No, I hear you.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to take from you. And you're going to take from me asking for 2 slippers at the hotel.
Yeah.
Because I need to do that.
Yeah.
I appreciate those tips. Thank you. What are some go-to styling hacks or go-to fashion hacks?
I mean, I keep harping on the matching sets because for me, I've admit that I have ADHD. It's hard for me to stay organized, and just simplifying. When it comes to fashion, simplifying things is what has saved me and what helps me feel just good and not overwhelmed because there's so many options and then I stick to what I feel like I know or what makes me feel good. So keeping it simple, like having your go-to earrings, go-to like stack, just keeping it simple there, but also simplifying like, hey, if you love wearing, for me, if I love wearing dresses, I try not to keep buying pants because I have an entire row of pants that I never wear.
That's a really, really good tip, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like because I wear so many dresses, I barely have any pants, and that really puts me in a pickle in the winter. But the past couple months, I've been stacking up on my pants too.
Yeah.
So that's a good hack. I appreciate that. Is there like, do you feel your style changing? Do you feel as if you're kind of shifting into a new mindset when it comes to fashion?
Right now, I feel like I've done my current shift in the past year and a half where I'm just like, I love dresses. I'm staying in the dresses as often as I can. I want to flow and float around wherever I'm at. But I feel like as I continue to get older, especially when I get into my 40s, I'm going to want to just like, I'm probably going to become a little more gaudy, I think. Honestly, I'm just gonna be like accessories, like stacking it, having all kinds of like different gloves or coats, or it's just like I'm gonna coordinate on a whole nother level is what I think. So we'll see.
I definitely want to be a part of that journey. I want to experience that journey. So I'm following you. I'm gonna make sure I see how everything transitions. I love it. What are some travel goals that you have?
Oh, well, travel goals, I feel like, are they goals when I'm like, I'm going to do it?
Of course, because you haven't hit it yet,
right?
You know?
Right, okay, so next week I'm headed to South Africa, so I'm excited about that. It's actually a surprise for my husband for his 40th, so I can't wait.
And we're not even gonna put this out until after. So he's gonna watch it and be like, oh dang, you told them.
So
I love that.
Wait for that. And I cannot wait to one day go to Japan. Like, I'm obsessed with I love matcha, I love Japanese food. I just like, it's my favorite. And I can't believe I haven't gone there yet. And so I'm just like getting ready. I'm trying to decide, is it just gonna be me and my husband or I'm gonna bring the kids? I can't wait.
I have to like just plug in a little bit. My older sister and my brother-in-law went to Japan for their honeymoon.
Really?
I think they were there for 2 weeks or something like that. And they're going back this month.
Are you
they did
serious?
it. Yeah, they went before and then they're going back this month. So you're gonna love it.
I can't wait.
So I really appreciate your time. Everything about this conversation really gave me a lot of light, a lot of love.
Oh, awesome.
And I really appreciate everything that you've done for the mental health community. Like I said, very passionate about that. But I don't think I have any more questions. I know that we haven't had our mimosas yet.
Oh yeah.
Let's go drink our mimosas.
Okay, let's go. Cheers.